As you've seen, we have quite different contributions from different countries and different backgrounds, from politics in parliament, grassroots work, organized campaign. Now we have a contribution from China, and I already told you that I'm handicapped, so please apologize to me for...
It's noon time, so I will be brief, so people can go for lunch. My topic today is on climate change in China, the response from the government and civil society. So I will talk from the impacts, the challenges, the government policies, and the civil society actions points. My presentation is in Chinese, so it's very, and I particularly made in traditional Chinese for the Taiwanese. But I will speak in English. Yeah. As you know, in the last 50 years, China have also experienced the temperature increasing. And from this table, you can see the temperature increasing is 1.1 degree. It's in this trend, the extreme weathers and associated with the climate disasters is intensified, especially in the last 10 years, that every year we have either drought, snow disasters, floods in different parts of China. And also China also realized that the sea level rise is increasing. I think there's a... sea level rise is 0.74 degree. And also the ice break is in the Tibetan plateau in the Himalaya range. Many researchers have found, as everyone knows, that ice break is decreasing, but at the same time, some scientists find they are transferring from one place to another place, which means some places may increasing, some places are decreasing. So it doesn't mean it's decreasing as everywhere, but they are transforming their changes in the ice break, which also affecting the weathers globally. For the impacts of climate change in China, I will talk from the following impacts. Agriculture. As we know that extreme weathers will reduce agricultural production harvest, where the climate change will definitely change agricultural production structures. In the drought this year, in the whole southern of China, many places who used to grow paddy rice now have to grow potato. So you can see the big change of the climate there. And it's also increasing agricultural costs. Water become more expensive to be used. Arable lands, fertilities have been decreased. Many grasslands have become deserts. And also more livestock illness become really impacting to the not just the pasture, like the people who grow pastures, yeah, but also local farmers who use cows for agriculture and for other means of livelihood. The forest, obviously, scientists saying the forest might increasing because of the warming temperature, but at the same time, the forest fires, the pace can affecting the forest increasing, and biodiversity was definitely degraded. This time, this time the drought, many forests are on fire in the whole southern areas, and we find many kind of species died and eliminated through the drought. And also many inland lakes have been, and wetlands have been demolished. The water resources also have been changed. As a whole, it said the northern parts have become more dry, where the southern part have become more wet. But actually, this year there was a change that in the north of China become more wet and cold, and in the south become more drought. And also like along the coast, the impacts like typhoons, salinity problems, and all this are infecting to humans' health, and especially to the poverty. This map on the right side that you can see, it's a map that combining the eco-vulnerable sites with the poverty, which many places are coincident that in the future, those places, the people who live in those places will become much more poor because of the climate disasters that happened. The challenges of China in coping the climate change. As you know, China was the largest carbon emission. It's quite linked to the current development models, and for government to change such models, it's quite difficult at the moment, although there are many policies to reduce energy consumptions and become energy efficient. I think everyone knows that also the coal is the main energy generation in China. Over 60% of energy generation are from the coal. And also China have lack of efficient technology in energy generation. There are many low efficient coal thermal powers still exist, although many of them have been closed during the last 3 years. And also China still building a lot of infrastructures. Like when we're saying like whenever there's a there's an economic crisis, China will use infrastructure to boost up the economics. Like this time we talk about a lot of railways and roads, and those construction were also increasing the cement consumption, and we're also increasing the CO2 emission. And also the whole government political systems are based on economic growth. Regardless, central governments are saying we need to have energy efficiency, we need to reduce CO2, we have to make recycle economics. But many provincial government officials, they think more on the economic development as the main point for the whole province, and considerably less about only 1 minute. On the climate policy in China, and as you can see, actually China did from the central government in 2007, China the National Development Reconstruction Commission have established the China National Climate Change Programs. In 2008, released a white papers on climate change, talking about the situation of climate change and the policies have been made, and which is the following parts that we're trying, like the government trying to adjusting the the economic structures, trying to promote energy efficiency, and also trying to promote industry move from manufacturing to the service industry, and to strengthening the high technology industry, eliminate all the low efficient productions, and as well as eliminate the growth of high energy and high pollution sectors. Saving energy and reduce emission become the national agenda as a whole. And several policies and laws have been made on this, including like the energy saving and the reduce emission laws, and also how to regulate monitoring those laws have been made for the provincial government to be enforced. But this is quite new. It's only like 2 to 3 years, so the impacts are not yet being seen.